With the morning classes over, it's time for lunch. Jin and the others rushed to the cafeteria as soon as the bell rang, but I just stayed in my seat. That's weird. I'm waiting for Yuzu like always, but she's not showing up. It could be that she's busy with her research. My stomach growls. I start to grow worried bit by bit that something's happened. I can't sit still. I decide to go see Yuzu in the lab. I stand up and walk over to the door. The door opens just as I was about to put my hands on the doorknob, and there stands Yuzu, looking at me with a surprised expression. Oh, Yuzu, what happened? You're late. For some reason, she looks really nervous. She looks kinda weird too, like her face is flushed. What is it? What? After saying that, she runs off down the hallway. Hey, Yuzu? Like fast forwarding through a TV show, I couldn't follow her. Either way, I just need to go to the lab after school. I'm sure she just wants me to run some more tests on Deep Lens Mark II with her. But for some reason, it felt like she was backed into a corner. For now, lunch. My stomach growls once again. Yuzu, I'm here! Just like she told me during lunch, I've come to the lab after school. When I walk inside the room, I see Yuzu staring at something. It looks like she's looking at something in her hand, but unfortunately I can't see it well from here. Well, technically the only person able to test Deep Lens Mark II is me. Her eyes look like she's thinking really hard about something. But then why is she blushing? What happened to you? Yeah. She quickly realizes I'm here and have been here for some time and lowers her head. So, you said you wanted me to come with you? Did something happen? She opens her hand and shows me what she was holding. Is that a pill? What about it? In her hand was a small lozenge that looks like it could be sold anywhere. Wait, that means if you swallow this, your doryoku will get stronger? Yuzu nods excitedly. That sounds awesome! I thought for sure we were doing tests on Deep Lens Mark II, but it seems that I was wrong. Yuzu takes my compliment, but she looks like she has mixed feelings regarding the whole affair. You look like you feel uneasy about it, and don't really feel too happy about it. Normally Yuzu would explain in a lively fashion about any invention involving doryoku. Side effect? Uh-huh. She says something ridiculous while her cheeks blush crimson. Libido? What? The hell is that? I don't even know how to reply to such an outrageous statement. Why did they bring such a dubious drug to class in the first place? Well, it's not too far-fetched to think that such a thing would come up in class, considering Kajinomori is conducting some of the most cutting-edge research. They couldn't use any other urges, like, for example, fighting instincts.
それがなぜか性的欲求の方が効果が高いんです。
But by the way, did you by any chance already try it out? Yuzu nods deeply, which means Yuzu took that pill and is now feeling horny. Oh no, she's been engrossed in naughty delusions all day and it seems her consciousness has finally descended into raw lust.
それでですね、誠一さんにお願いがありまして。
I'm just guessing, but do you want me to test it out as well?
はい、そうです。より多くのデータが欲しいのですけど、誠一さん以外に頼める人がいないので。
I can see why, even if your doryoku was amplified, it wouldn't be good if you were feeling too hot and bothered. Normally you can't just go up to someone and ask, "Hey, please take this drug and feel horny."
ダメでしょうか。
I can, but feeling horny is...
その点は安心してください。ゆずが誠一さんのエッチな気持ちをちゃんと解消させますから。
She caught me off guard already today, but this one takes the cake. My gaping mouth won't close.
さあどうぞ、誠一さん、そこに座ってください。
In another room, there's a chair with a coat on it and instruments surrounding it, and a white bed that looks like it's for the nurse's office. Yuzu pushes me from behind until forcibly sitting me down in the chair. Wait just a minute, Yuzu.
大丈夫です。ゆずが試した時は他に変な副作用とかはありませんでしたから。
That's not what I'm saying. Listen to... With excitement not normally seen, Yuzu straps me into a machine.
これでまた一つ貴重な研究のデータが取れます。
I'm telling you to listen to me. She doesn't seem to be listening to my protests. Before I realized it, my body has been fixed to the chair by the restraints.
これでよしです。
What do you mean?
あれ、誠一さんどうしたのですか？
Yuzu looks at me with delirious and impassioned eyes. Did you take that drug too?
はい。誠一さんが来る少し前くらいに、そういえば体の奥がちょっとだけ熱くなってきました。
What do you mean your body's getting hot? I take a deep breath after saying that.
だってこうでもしないとこの薬を試せそうになかったから。それに誠一さんの前以外ではゆずも試しづらいし、この前一人で飲んだ時とか大変だったんですよ。誠一さんのこと考えながらゆず一人でずっとエッチなことをしちゃいました。
I end up having delusions about what happened to her and suddenly gulp. Yuzu lets out an unbelievably passionate, seductive sigh.
やっぱりこんな変な薬飲みたくないですよね。
Yuzu becomes despondent. She stares at me with teary eyes and once again sighs erotically. Any man would feel weak against such an expression. Okay, if you're okay with me, I'll help you in any way possible.
本当ですか？
She instantly changes to her cheery expression and almost jumps on top of me. You know, if you come so close, you're going to make my heart beat faster, right? But I have one request.
拘束は外しませんよ。
Why? Yuzu assumes control of the situation by answering before I could even make a suggestion.
実は男性の場合は副作用である産院効果が強すぎて、きっと誠一さんは我を失ってしまうかと。
Is it really that bad?
はい、ものすごいらしいです。 そうなるとデータを取るどころではなくなってしまうというか、おそらく違うことになってしまうような気がします。
Isn't it already something else? Meaning, as soon as I take the drug, I'll become so horny that I'll turn into a monster and assault Yuzu. Is it really that bad?
すごいです。やばいです。ゆずも今かなり来てます。
I feel like I'm staring into the abyss. I'm a little scared. Well, the objective is to collect data after all, so if that didn't go well, at the very least, it would be like putting the cart before the horse.
はい、そうなんです。
It feels a bit regrettable, but for Yuzu's sake, I think I'll help her with her experiment with pure thoughts.
では、聖一さん、失礼しますね。
Her expression is so full of determination that she doesn't need to say a word to convey what she wants to do.
それでは、実験を開始します。
Yuzu comes close to me slowly.
口、開けてもらえますか？
I open my mouth as told. Being restrained, it feels strange having everything be up to Yuzu's discretion.
ゆっくりと飲み込んでくださいね。
She puts the pill on my tongue. Even though I try hard to swallow it, it's very difficult to do so. Could you get me some water?
水ですか。わかりました。
Trying to swallow pills without any liquid is very difficult. I wait for the water with my mouth left open like a simpleton, but
聖一さん。
what comes next is a soft sensation. I know the feel of this very well. The warm liquid flowing into my mouth is very sweet. Yuzu,
お薬飲み込めましたか？
yeah.
次はゆずにもくださいね。聖一さんの美味しいです。
As if to reclaim the insufficient amount poured into me, she uses her tongue voraciously.
聖一さん、聖一さん。
I can hear the sound of Yuzu loudly drinking my saliva.
お薬効いてきましたか？
Well, nothing in particular changed. As soon as I say that, I feel something wrong with my body. Somehow it feels like something hot is swelling up from the deepest part of my body. So this is the effect of the drug. It's quite fast acting.
まだまだですよ。もっとエッチな気持ちになってきますからね。
My back shudders when Yuzu whispers into my ear.
ゆずも心臓がドキドキして全身が焼けるように熱くなってきました。
What the hell is this? Just when I realize that what's springing up inside me is lust, my heart rate starts to increase.
聖一さん、期待してるみたいです。
Yuzu's finger moves down my body from my chest to my waist towards that place.
すごく硬くなってますよ。
My lower body is stiff enough to hurt. I don't have to look down to know what she's talking about. Yuzu, this might not be a good idea.
興奮してるんですね。でもどうしましょうか？
Yuzu's descending finger arcs around that place and continues down my leg.
どうしたんですか？聖一さん、すごく震えてます。
Yuzu, wrong place.
そこですか？一体どこのことを言ってるのですか？
While touching my thigh, Yuzu whispers to me suggestively. I frantically try to move and get Yuzu's fingertip to touch me in that place, but because I'm restrained, neither's happening.
そんなに動いたら後残っちゃいますよ。
Yuzu feels more confident than she normally does, playing with me. My arousal is also swelling up naturally. Yuzu, Please!
頼むって何でしょう。ゆず、ちょっとわからないです。
Yuzu wears a bewitching smile while she says that.
一体誠一さんはゆずにどうしてほしいのですか？
Yuzu asks me again.
ちゃんと言ってくれないといつまで経ってもこのままですよ。
Is there no other way but for me to say it?
はい。ちゃんと誠一さんからおねだり聞きたいです。
She whispers to me while placing her hand on the back of my neck. I can't wait any longer. I want you to do it.
してほしい。こうですか？
Yuzu's fingertip crawls back to my chest. No, a bit down.
下だけじゃわからないです。
Embarrassment swells up within me, but the feeling of lust surpasses that. I want Yuzu to touch me. Isn't she already doing that?
仕方ありませんね。
Okay, then I think I'll make the cut here, and I'll see you in a second. After our strength returns, we put on our clothes. We ventilate the lab and clean off the sweat and caked on cum on our bodies. Then I ask Yuzu in a roundabout way, did you get the data?
はい、一応は最初のエッチの時に。
So, how much did it increase?
先に謝っておきます。ごめんなさい、誠一さん。
Eh? You didn't get it?
そうじゃないんですが、きちんと計測はできてました。ただ、
Yuzu fidgets as if it's troubling her to say.
誠一さんの動力フェーズは上限値のトライ S ですので、その現状の計測器ではそもそも測ることが不可能だということに後になって気づいた次第です。はい。
What?
すみません。現状の計測器ではトライ S 以上は数値として表されないんです。
Then this means...
エッジゾンってやつですね。ごめんなさい。
Well, I don't think you took advantage of me. Rather, it was... Well, never mind.
はい。
But this sure is a troublesome drug. I can't imagine how this could possibly be of help in an actual battle.
そうですね。でも困りました。こんなサイン効果があると、やはり他の方にはお願いできません。
Yeah, that's right. Just what was the school thinking? For the time being, it might be a good idea to make a machine that can measure above tri-S.
はい。その時は誠一さん、また協力をお願いするかもしれません。
Oh yeah, sure. I don't mind no matter how many times you ask.
はい。わかりました。
Yuzu blushes and closes her eyes, muttering in a small voice.
あ、忘れてました。あともう一つ誠一さんに付き合っていただきたい実験があったんです。少々お待ちください。
After a bit, Yuzu comes back with Deep Lens Mark II in her hand. Oh, have the improvements been done?
今度こそ成功してるって信じたいです。
She gazes at my face with confident eyes and shows it to me with a nod. Good, then let's try it out.
はい、お願いします。
With a clear answer, Yuzu installs the device on a random sword as an attachment. Yuzu mentions that the Doryoku shell is already charged, just like before.
一応力はセーブして発動してくださいね。
Okay. I load the Doryoku shell that she hands me and concentrate my thoughts. Then, here we go. With Yuzu gulping in anticipation watching me, I pull the trigger. At the same time, I activate my amplification with a bit more caution than usual. Then a small flame appears on the tip of the sword.
やった、成功です。
Yuzu jumps for joy. Really? With this, I can finally activate Doryoku on my own, and it also means Yuzu's research is moving forward without too much trouble. If this research is recognized, then Yuzu might become a celebrity overnight. If that happens, of course it would make me happy as her boyfriend.
他の系統でもちゃんと発動するか確かめてみたいです。
After saying that, Yuzu hands me a different Doryoku shell. Okay, leave it to me. I load the shell in high spirits and pull the trigger. Of course, the shifty contraption exploded. If the past is anything to go by, I had an inkling that this would happen. After that, we tested it several more times, but the success rate was about 50-50. The day ended with me having to console Yuzu on the walk home, who was very, very disappointed.